Dr. Manolis and John. Very great to have you both join us. The first startup of the day is AppliedAI. They were featured in Forbes last week, but the founder is so humble that he doesn't want to talk about it. So Arya, without further ado. And the tagline is so amazing. The most boring AI company in the world.
Thank you, 𝗪cie, very much for organizing this wonderful event, all your follow-ups, and bringing us all together. Thank you. So we call ourselves the world's most boring AI company for a few reasons. One, it's hard to disprove. It's very subjective. But we think that when we started this business 3 years ago, this is before the LLM revolution started, the idea was the most boring, basically the washing machine company won electricity as GE. The bookseller won internet with the Amazon. And what's that equivalent in the kind of AI space? The hardest thing that we did was we managed to convince some really smart engineers to care about boring things. That was not as easy as one thinks. But there's a lesson in there that I can share later. Once we started, we were thinking about where can we really apply AI to that has direct business results. So how can you sell AI without using the word AI? I know we're called AppliedAI, but our product names don't have the word AI in it. So the challenge we had was how do we sell AI without using the word AI? And where we found what AI actually is just better automation. And automation is not new. It's been around for a long time. The last big wave of automation that went through industry was mechanical Turk automation, which was essentially business process outsourcing, where it was fake automation. It was fake AI. It was just humans in the cloud working in the middle of the night while you slept, and it came back. So it was magic for you, but it was actually humans behind the scenes. You can't see the line. I don't know if there's a laser here. Is there? Oh, there is. There you go. Okay, so there should be a line here. I think in this version you can't see that. But we started focusing on knowledge work. Before, so the x-axis here is time, and the y-axis is the price of knowledge work. And this is, by the way, our mental model. There's no authority behind it. This is the way we see things. The marginal cost of knowledge work, in our definition, is the cost of communication, of compute, orchestration, intelligence, and oversight. So before the internet, the price of knowledge work was higher than the cost of onshore labor. That was called work, in the old parlance. And then what happened after the internet, the world became flat, as Friedman said, and the cost of communication went down dramatically. So we went from phone calls and letters to FTP and email, and we could access for the first time offshore labor. So this was a singular structural change that will never go back, that the price of knowledge work went below the cost of onshore labor. This began the knowledge economy, internationally, which has now become a $12 trillion a year industry in salary with 1 billion knowledge workers around the world. Now, the area under the graph is the profits. So we're here, just to wrap this up, we're here where we believe that the price of knowledge work is now below the cost of offshore labor, and this will not change. And we think with AI and human interaction, you could really unlock the business and the promise of AI. If you want to know more, let me know. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So very exciting. I love the way that you're positioning yourselves. It's a great pitch. I glanced a little bit ahead of your slides at this Opus LLM, and I'm just wondering if you could tell us what actually makes it different. What's the catch, and how does that apply in the workplace? Basically, how do I tune this to the knowledge of my company. So if I'm, a big company with thousands of people, how can I use Opus, and how is it teaching me something that can sort of really be valuable?
Understood. So one of the views that we have too is that the number of workflows that exist is finite. And we have graphed that in the work knowledge graph that we can show you. The same way language and words are finite in dictionary. So the time to value with Opus is the fastest, we think, in the world right now, where it goes from capturing your intention. So it's Opus will ask you what you want to get done as a business process, and will generate for you in production fully executable code of a mixture of human and AI agents working together. It's not human in the loop, kind of at the end, last mile, but mid-mile. And basically we'll optimize that in an LLM agnostic way. So we don't care if it's GPT-5 or GPT-10 or 20, it doesn't matter. The way humans work is the same. So it will pick the most efficient LLM for that task, and we'll get the job done.
And can I export the information as a knowledge graph? Can I somehow get out of the model what the model has learned?
You mean distill our work knowledge graph? Or you mean just ask it a question about work? I didn't get the question.
So the knowledge that you're extracting, is that somehow, can I see it? You're basically saying how it's transparent and it's explainable.
It is.
Tell me a little bit more about what makes it
transparent. If I look at my computer, we actually have a visual of it where you can see the whole work knowledge graph. That's the entirety of human work in a 3D vector GRAG graph, where each node represents a workflow. And the proximity of these workflows are their relationship, which we call industries. But work is really industry agnostic from a first principles perspective. A workflow is a workflow.
Got it. In the interest of time, we should move on, but
Thanks.
This is fantastic, and I'm super excited to chat more.
Yes, nice to meet you. How are you? Yes, yes.